Hi, welcome back to 5-Minute Life Hacks. This is your host, Natalia Ambrosia, coming at you from my apartment in Los Angeles, California. So, today's episode is a fun one. Today's episode is about love and dating and the key to finding love and dating. I have figured it all out and I'm going to tell you right now. The key is loving yourself. Now, before you start thinking, not that again, it is a lifelong journey. So during this episode, I'm going to tell you why you should love yourself, how it will impact your relationships, and I'm going to give you a few tips on loving yourself more. Even if you're already in a relationship, I think you will find this very useful. So let's get started. How many of us have been there, whether in a relationship or not, or looking for love, things just don't seem to be going right. You seem to be coming up against people that are bad at communication or maybe not paying attention to you or just not finding the right people. And then you just keep thinking, what am I doing wrong? Well, oftentimes it is not that you're doing anything wrong. It is just that you're not looking on the inside. You're not loving yourself first. Oftentimes it is that we are seeking external validation. We are looking for a relationship to distract us, to save us from ourselves. And when you come from that place, it's never going to work out because nothing is ever going to be good enough until you feel like you are enough. And you are enough right now. Yes, you can always improve yourself and be better, but you cannot be more than you are right now. So you are enough. And until you learn to feel like you are enough, things are just not going to work out in the best way possible, which is why you need to make sure that you are okay with your life before you try and find someone else to fix it for you. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick little anecdote because I love doing that. And this is how I learned that if I want a relationship to work, it needs to start with myself first. So, I was in a relationship for 11 years and I became single 2 years ago. And I've had a lot of experiences, a lot of those like, if I was only with this person or this person would make me feel so much better, or how come this person's not replying to me, and then taking it really personally. But I think I learned very early on. One night I went to a friend's birthday party and I saw a guy there that I'd seen before. He was really handsome. He worked at a nonprofit. He speaks loads of languages, right up my alley. We had amazing chemistry and we were meant to meet a few days later. It didn't happen. Bad timing. I was devastated because this guy seemed amazing. And I was talking to the mutual friend in common and I was like, I'm so sad because of my breakup, but this guy would be so amazing. He would make my life so much better. I feel like we're meant to be. And then I had to stop myself and be like, Natalia, really? You've known this guy for a day. Sure, he's cute, but you can't be this sad. Why are you so devastated? And I feel like a lot of us do this. We think that if we had this person in our lives, it would be so much better. And we kind of tend to focus on that. And then I stopped and I realized, you know what? I don't want to date him. I want to be him. He is what I felt like I was lacking at the moment. He was super happy. He loved himself. He had all these hobbies. People loved being around him. He loved dancing. And from that moment on, I was determined to become him. And I have, to be honest. I love my life. I love my friends. I have a ton of hobbies. And I realized that sometimes we look at other people and we think we want them, but we actually want what they have. So that is one thing. Another thing is that a lot of the times we try to distract our feelings with someone else. So at that point, I was going through a breakup and I was having all these feelings and it seemed much easier to just start liking someone else, maybe start dating someone else instead of deal with my actual feelings. And that's why this person was never going to reciprocate because I was this sad, broken-hearted girl that was not really myself. So in reality, if we want a really good, fulfilling relationship, it is not going to work out until we come at the relationship whole and we meet that other person whole. And we realize that we don't need to complete each other, that we need to complement each other because we are whole people. And if you come at it from that place, then you are going to have healthy, fruitful relationships. I can tell you that ever since I've gone on this journey, I meet amazing people all the time. And now it's just a matter of timing and chemistry because I don't need anybody. They are nice to have, but I am happy with myself. And that's kind of where you want to be. So here are my 3 tips for loving yourself more and preparing yourself for dating and relationships. Number 1, Deal with your feelings. If you're sad, if you're heartbroken, if you are having any types of feelings, deal with them. Get a therapist, go to meditation. Just make sure you feel them and don't try to cover them up. Number 2, make sure you're happy in your own life. Look at it. If there's anything you're unhappy with, like with your work or with your home life or with your friends, see how you can fix it. See how you can make it better for yourself instead of distracting yourself with other people. So take a look and take stock of your life and see areas in which you can make improvements. Number 3, and probably my favorite, make yourself happy. Make sure you're doing something on the daily that gives you joy. Look at my episode on play dates because that one's going to give you lots of ideas on doing something at least once a week that makes you super happy. Talk to your inner child. See what your inner child used to love to do. Did you used to like to dance or skateboard or go on long runs or reading? Make sure you're making yourself happy or fulfilled every day and check in with yourself. And then that's it. Just keep doing this exercise daily. And once you feel good enough, like you don't need anybody else, but it would be fun to meet someone or date someone, then go at it because you're not going to take things as personally. You're not looking for anyone to fill any holes or gaps because you filled them yourself. You're just looking for someone to complement that. And when somebody's not meeting your expectations, then you're not going to take it personally and you're not going to get hung up on that. You're going to be like, next. And I promise you, your dating life's going to be so much better. Please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Natalia Ambrosia. Let me know your thoughts, what you're thinking, any other dating tips you have. As always, have a beautiful day. Sending you lots and lots of love and love for yourself. Okay, bye.